So here we go. Take a look at the graph. We have to write the function. Sometimes when we struggle with graphing, writing the function can help a lot. So looking at this graph, is this a cube root or a cubic?
Cubic.
How am I getting different answers?
It's a cubic.
It's a ick. So I got y equals, and I'm going to put a cubic. It's a cubic. My bad. I'm going to put a parentheses x minus 5 cubed minus 4 because it's a cubic. Now all I got to do is plug in the point and solve for a, and I got my equation. So here we go. We got 22, negative 22. Thank you. And then I got 2 minus 5 cubed minus 4. What do I do first to solve this? So I get negative 18 equals a 2 minus 5 cubed. Now what? And that would be cubed. So I got negative 18 equals negative 27a. Because negative 3 cubed is negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, which equals negative 27. You go with that?
Yeah.
Because negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Times negative 3 is 27. So now we have a equals negative 18 over negative 27. Will that simplify?
Yes.
It will become positive
2/3.
Perfect. So this is a great example of when you need to have to solve for a, because using a counting pattern with 2/3 might be a little challenging. So now we're going to go y equals. I'm going to go put in for a up here. So it's 2/3 x minus 5 cubed minus 4. Does my a value match my graph? In other words, it's a positive a value. Is my graph going positive?
Yes.
Does it look like that point, instead of going 1, 1, might have gone about 2/3? You okay with that one? Cube root. This one goes left to right. Do you see the difference between the two? So here we go. We got y equals a cube root x what? Plus 9 plus 2. So I just need to find a, and to do so I'm going to plug it in. This one is going to be so fabulously ugly, but we get to do some good math in the process.
I don't like when it's ugly.
It's okay. 4, oh, y'all got lots of bad math. You'll see it when I give you your quiz back in a minute. So we got the cube root of 19 plus 9 plus 2.
Where did we get 9 from the other one?
From this point right here. Move the 2, so I get 2 equals a cube root 19 plus 9. So I get 2 equals a cube root 28. Now what?
Cube it.
Why would I cube it? Then I'd have an a cubed.
Factor it. Because it's like,
There's no factoring.
not factored. I say we
There's no cube root 28.
Two.
Then we would have to cube the a.
Wait, no.
So we're going to get a equals 2 over the cube root of 28.
What?
Isn't that what we always do? Nope, nope, nope. So here we go. Watch. You ready? 2 cube root 28. Isn't that 2 times 2 times 7? Okay. We have to get that radical off the bottom, correct? So we have to have groups of 3. How many 2's do I have? That means I need 1 more 2. How many 7's do I need? I need 2 more 7's. So over cube root 2 times 7 times 7. So on top, does this not equal 28?
It does. No, it's not supposed
This is what I need. My goal is to get the radical off the bottom. How many 2's do I have on the bottom now?
No idea.
I have 3. How many 7's do I have on the bottom now? Which means I get to pull out 2 times 7 and the radical's off the bottom. No, I didn't make them up. I took this right here and separated it out. And I said I got 2 2's. How many 2's do I need? 1 more. Then I said I got 1 7. How many 7's do I need? 2 more. So I have 3 of each. So now I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 7 times 7. So I didn't make them up. I just got how many I needed. As opposed to our square root, we just have to get 1 more, right? When you do a cubic, you have to, how many do I need?
Yeah, like, how do
You can only say I got them out of thin air if they didn't already exist. I'm rationalizing it like we did last week.
Wait,
I got to get the radical off the bottom.
I understand. Hold on. So it's not 227. It's 2 times 2 times.
Well, no. If you simplify what she's multiplying by, it's being multiplied by.
Okay, here we go. Check this out.
What?
This is the only class this has happened. 1 over the cube root of 4. Okay? Okay. Shh. Stop talking so everyone can hear me talk. I got 1 over the cube root of 2 times 2. How many 2's do I need to be able to get rid of the radical? I need 1 more 2, which means I'm going to multiply by 1 more 2. But I can't just multiply the bottom. I can only multiply by 1. So therefore, I have to multiply by the cube root of 2 over the cube root of 2. So on top, I get the cube root of 2. On bottom, I have 3 2's, which means the 2 gets to come out. Now the radical is no longer on the bottom. Let's do this. Here I have 1 over the square root of 2. How do we rationalize this? I got lots of people talking. Stop it.
Multiply by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2.
Do you agree?
Yes.
How many 2's do I have here?
2. 1.
Right here. 1. How many do I need?
1, 2.
I need 2 total, so I just need 1 more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That doesn't work here. I got to have a total of 3. There we go. Okay, so up here I got the cube root, and we got 7 squared times 2. On bottom, we got 14. Won't those 2 2's cancel out? Leaving me with the cube root of 98 over 7. It's total, write it. So we just got what? Y equals the cube root of 98 over 7. And the cube root of what? X plus 9 plus 2. Now keep in mind, we could write this y equals 1/7 cube root of 98 x plus 9 plus 2. Because here you've got a cube root and a cube root, so let's put them together and just write 1. It looks like a b value now, whereas out here it's all kind of weird because it's on the outside. I'm not.